Hello and welcome back to the Fred in the Shed channel. Now today we're going to look how to hack a wrong or non-branded refill for an Wick freshmatic air freshener. So here's the situation. If you've not already realised, your Wick air freshener flashes this red light to let you know it's run out of aerosol freshener. So it's just a simple job of removing the actual aerosol can. Off you go to the shops and get yourself a new one, although these aren't particularly cheap, I must say, at nearly £4 a go. And this is what I did. Off I went to the shops, but unfortunately I actually picked up the wrong brand. I didn't realise they were so similar. I mean, from this angle they look almost the same, and I actually bought this brand, same price, but it's completely wrong. So I thought I'd try it anyway, and it fitted perfectly into the machine, but when I actually put the machine back on, all I got was the red flashing light and no air freshener. So obviously there's some kind of wizardry going on here. And when I looked closer below this actual red activation lever, I could see there was a tiny circuit board which had a microscopic little sensor. So that sensor was clever enough to know that I was trying to fit the wrong refill, and it clearly had something to do with these two black lines here on the original. So I did a little bit more of internet research, and what I discovered was that little circuit board in there is actually an infrared transmitter and receiver, and right on the end here you can just make out the tiny little chip which has the infrared LED and the actual receiver below it. And it's that little receiver that actually reads two black lines on the original nozzle. So quite clearly the replacement aerosol I was trying to use just wasn't going to work, because to start with it had a black nozzle and the original had a white nozzle. But I couldn't see any other reason why it actually wouldn't work, because the cans were about the same size. And when you take the nozzles off, well, they're pretty much identical anyway, other than the fact that one's got the two black lines. So I tried to swap them over, but then, rather typically annoyingly, the little tube that comes out of the aerosol, well, they're different sizes as well, so you just can't do that. So I found this rather frustrating, because I was pretty buggered here just for the sake of a couple of black lines. So I thought maybe that I would actually be able to sort of, knock something up on the computer and maybe print something off. But then luckily, going on the internet, I found that someone had already done it for me. The web page is called hackedgadgets.com, and all they've done is copied a load of Wick barcodes and put them on an easy to use PDF format, which you can print off yourself. You need to print them onto something that has an adhesive back. Something like an Avery label sheet is perfect. I'll put a link to this site in the actual About section below this video. So once you've printed your sticky label sheet out, well, all you need to do is just cut one out. There are actually some guidelines actually on the sheet, but I found it worked best if you left a little bit of white border around the two black bars. And that's it. Just peel off the backing paper and stick it onto your non-standard Wick nozzle. And that's it. Put your nozzle back onto your non-standard Wick aerosol and put it back into the machine. You'll probably need to take the batteries out just to reset the red light, and just push the little red activator lever there and make sure that's fully back. And there we go. So in it goes, and then we just wait to see if it works, the moment of truth. Well, hey, and that's it. Perfect. Thumbs up. Job done. Now, so I think that's actually a very clever little hack. With those stick-on barcodes, well, I can use any brand of aerosol that I like. Also, I don't really like it when a company is forcing me to buy its own premium products. And it's actually quite nice every now and then to beat the system. So I hope this little hack is also helpful for you. Anyway, that's about it. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel. But for now, I'd like to say, as always, thanks for watching. Bye bye now.